Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And I got my VPN camera here on my laptop because we're taking a look at some auditions from the second season of Street Dance Girl Fighter. It is from the second episode. A lot of these auditions we didn't get to see in the actual episode. I have been doing a full episode reaction, and so I had a chance to tackle some auditions already that weren't shown in the initial showing from earlier in the week, and I got to release those earlier, I think yesterday, and it's really nice that I get to take a look at them here. If you want to see any context behind any of the episodes that we are watching together, I have that all on Patreon. That is exclusive to there, but these excerpts are for everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and check these out. All right, Choi EUN. I don't Choi EUN. Did I see her? I don't think I did.
Ow! Touch your toes, don't against the wall. Hey, do your dance, I'm done, you take it off. Lose your breath, go ahead, take it off. Okay, now make it clap. So now she box your now get it. Gum 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 gum. Now piece that. Gum 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 gum.
Okay.
Gum 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 yum yum yum. Now piece that.
Okay, she's about 8 counts, I think, of content. So it really just feels like I mean, it matches the aesthetic well. I know with Gum, it's newer, so she is placating more on the trend, and it is different than the choreography. So I'm appreciative that she really tried to branch a different analogy for, you know, some of the focal point choreo. It does appear different, and I do appreciate that. And it is hard to do with a track like this. The beginning though, I think her energy was fine. The music didn't overpower her, which is really great, and it is harder to do whenever you have a high powered energy kind of track. Your energy has to match that with your mechanics and your muscle usage and your range of your movements, your levels, your dynamics, the whole shebang. I think she did a pretty good job of that. I do think some of her movement, however, does feel a bit restricted. So when you notice that there, having her chest was nice, but using a rock would have made that way bigger and more full for that exact type of sound she wanted to hit, as well as the fullness of justifying the sound with the isolation of the hands. Also know that she's not really utilizing the hips as much as she could, where she's they're just kind of there to help guide with her legs. Obviously they're attached to her body, but her movements don't feel like they're investing in the kinesphere as much as I think that they could, and with the rock would be a really great way to help with that. But it feels like she's chilling with more of an internal rock with the upper half of her torso versus the full torso, and that just comes with some people who go really full. I would say Sienna from this show. I know there's Sienna Lalau, right? But I'm talking about like Sienna from this show who made it onto Jam's team. I remember I watched her analysis already, which is why I have that idea. Seeing this here, I feel like that's something that Sienna has, is her usage of her full carriage of her body is really full and very captivating. Here it does feel like sometimes she's doing a little bit of just content. It doesn't feel like we're investing as much. It feels like high energy. That even that throw, you notice that her body stayed linear. I think that's what it is too, is her body is staying upright through a lot of these grooves, and she's hitting this way, but she's not hitting diagonally at all, you know. And I think that can really take away from the overall aesthetic of the track. Yeah, so that's just my big note, and I don't know if she made it to the final selection, final 7 of whichever team she joined, but if she did make it, I'm hopeful that we're able to see a lot more usage of this torso. I think that would be really nice to see. That was nice. It was clean, great energy. That gum right there. If she had opposition of the ribs, that would have made the pull look bigger and conserve energy at the same time. So yeah, so my overall note still stands. That's what I'm noticing from her as a chronic ism that she's doing, is her torso super locked up, and her chest is what's being used, but her torso is not being used, which is why her movement and her upper body don't feel as full or as engaging as her transitions that she's doing. right there. Yeah, so it's either the hips are moving and not the whole body. Like, it doesn't feel like that was really one of our only moments where we saw her use those hips in engagement with the torso. Yeah, rolling through. Great usage of the hair. I mean, honestly, people would be surprised of how tricky it is to get your hair right like that. Rolling it through, leading it through, and taste that. She brings it back, showcases her personality. Taste that. One of my only notes, because I'm assuming she choreographed this too, is figure out a different way besides pulling gum like this to the side. 'Cause she pulls it with the same arm, I think, every time is what it looked like to me. Let's see. Now I gotta cite my source on this. Yeah, I think that's what she ended up doing. She goes here because it's her right arm, left to me but right to her. Make it clap. This was fine. Right arm here. The gum. She really has great performance here. Gum, touching her mouth for gum. So right arm again. Right arm again. So yeah, so I would say changing the arm, changing the direction, because she did the same. She said the right arm every time. So just change the arm. It naturally will make it look different. So, but in general, I mean, it was a pretty good solo run, great energy. And I think that's something that they looked for sure, is do they display great energy in how they are coming across? Is their choreography cohesive with the track? Does it match the energy of the track? Which it does. And she just has little mechanical things that I think could be refined and definitely enhance her overall aesthetic and her movement quality. But in general, I mean, yeah, that was pretty decent. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more Street Dance Girl Fighter content, whether it's season 1, season 2, or full episode reactions of either, I have that on Patreon. I also have Street Dance China season 6 actively being reacted to, and most of that stuff can't even make it to YouTube just from sheer copyright. And if you want to check out any of that, as well as I have K-pop and any dance content in general, I love watching dance regardless of where it comes from, because I think there's just such beauty and art from around the world, and I'm very excited that I get to do that here in this position with Korea, Street Dance Girl Fighter, and abroad. So this has been awesome. I am Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.